Live with purpose and alignment in 2025. Hello, my name is Avidru. Welcome to the Glow Up series. Check out the full playlist here. We're talking about how to glow up in all areas across our lives, of course, with a spiritual twist. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we talk about spirituality, manifestation, how to live our highest timeline. We do tarot and guidance cards readings, all in the name of living our highest life. You can check out my website, moodymoonthings.com, for an abundance of resources. There's a free Manifest Love workbook, and there are plenty of resources now available for you to live your highest timeline in 2025. You can also, if you're called to, get a personal reading with me. Let's get into the video. Today, we're going to talk about how to find the right path for you to live with purpose, to live with alignment, with spiritual alignment with the higher self. I've done a video in the past of how to know if you're on the right path. You can check that out here. But this video is more about how to know what the right path is for you. The first thing that I want to get across is that your purpose does not have to be the thing that you make money with. Lots of people make money separately and their purpose is elsewhere. Their purpose may be connected to community, maybe connected with charity work, maybe connected with their family or their hobby. Secondly, your purpose is allowed to change over time. If you have changed your purpose, don't think of yourself as someone who is wishy-washy or that you've finally found your purpose. Your purpose will and is allowed to change over time. It's only natural as you grow, as you experience new things, that your purpose, your interest will shift. Lots of people get hung up on their purpose and what is it and are they doing it? There is nothing wrong with not living your purpose, like you're not doing anything bad. The problem you may be trying to solve by finding your purpose is solving that feeling of lostness. In some phases of life, our phase is all about actually finding ourselves, and that involves feeling lost for a little while. To move past the lost stage, it's all about coming into alignment with yourself, honoring yourself, accepting yourself for where you're at and who you are now. To do this, you may want to implement practices of journaling, exploring the self, meditation, to feel really who you truly are underneath all these distractions, all of these 3D things, and to connect with the self on a deep level. You can also explore your subconscious. I've got a full video on dream intentions here, where you can explore what your subconscious is trying to tell you, to try and tap into that extra knowledge that your subconscious brain has. Living in alignment means living in love. And this has nothing to do with romantic love. Living in love is loving yourself and loving what's around you. It doesn't mean you have to put on rose-colored glasses and ignore everything. That's bad, but it is living connected to, if you believe in like a divine source, or you believe in angels or God or your higher self, whatever resonates with you, living in connection with that, knowing that everything is always working out for you in your favor, that you came here to experience life. You're a spiritual being living out a human experience. And that everything, every moment has beauty, has meaning, and is a gift. We are all little parts of the divine consciousness. We are all important, and we all came here to explore, to experience, to play. So looking at yourself through that lens can help you sort of relieve some of that judgment, some of that tension from not knowing what you're going to do. The third point I want to make about purpose is that passively thinking about what your purpose is, what your interests are, what you could do with it, how you could do it is great, but will not get you to living your purpose. Purpose comes from action and experimentation. Victor Odo has a lot of powerful content on finding your purpose, and this is one of the things that he says. You have to explore, experiment to find your purpose. And why? It's not saying like find what you're good at by trying 5 different things. It's like take what you think might be after you've done that passive thinking, because you've probably, if you're watching the video, you've probably done a lot. Take that passive thinking and then implement it, action it. So let's say you're thinking, I think my purpose is about, maybe you're thinking about being a psychologist or a counselor or a life coach, someone that helps people one-to-one. And so let's say you've been thinking that, and maybe you need to do study and accept, and you're not at that level yet. You might go, okay, I'm going to explore this. So let me try and do this with my friend. Let me try and give them advice. Let me try and listen to them and help them through this thing. When you do that, notice, do you feel an elevated sense of emotion? After it, did you feel drained or did you feel excited and like you have more energy? So the reason why we want to move from passive thinking is because, one, you can't plan out your whole life. I know when you're in fear, you want to plan every single thing in front of you because you're scared. and you want security, you want to know, you want certainty, but no one can do that because you don't know what's going to happen the next day. All you can do is plan the step in front of you and have a direction for where you're heading. Also know that you're fine, like it's fine to move goalposts. Again, allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to change. Additionally, it's only through doing that we can tell, does this make me feel alive? Do I feel aligned with this? Does this sit right with me? Does this make me feel excited, energized? Do I feel connected to myself? Do I feel authentic when I do this? So you have to try something. I know it's scary, but try. You can start small. It doesn't have to be like with the psychologist example, you don't have to become the best psychologist in the world to have that be your purpose. If you talk to your friend and you make a difference and you have a positive impact on them, you help them through this thing, you've done it. That's you living your purpose. To live an aligned life, to find our purpose, we need to live, because that is where we can get the feedback from, that this feels aligned, this feels authentic, I'm excited by this, I'm energized by this, I'm elevated by this. And it's only through doing, through living, that we can experience that feedback. So to live an aligned or spiritual life, it's important, one, to first connect to yourself, to know who you are, to ground your energy in your own body. Two, to make sure that we're living life. Try not to live through distractions or escapism. I know they're coping mechanisms, so if that is you, identify what you're trying to cope with. If it's something serious or unmanageable, please seek professional help for it. Your life is worth it. If it's something that you can work on internally, try journaling practice. I have some resources on my website that may be helpful as well. You owe it to yourself not to hold yourself back. And again, it is your choice. It always comes back to you. Only you can live your life. And also only you will know if something is aligned or fits with you. No one else can tell you if something is right for you. You have to explore and figure it out yourself. I hope from this video you take that you are empowered. That is up to you. I know sometimes that feels like a big responsibility or the blame game, but see it more as your power. See it more as, I am so powerful. I have the power to live. Now that I'm aware, I have the power to live my ideal life. I have the power to live my purpose, to live aligned, and be empowered by the fact that it is on you, that it is your life to live. Don't judge yourself. Don't blame yourself. Just choose in this present moment to choose yourself, to honor yourself, because you deserve it and your aligned life is worth it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure there'll be many videos in the future about this topic. If you'd like to explore manifestation or any of my other videos, please check out my page or the playlist up here. I hope you found this helpful. Comment down below where you feel most aligned in your life right now. I'm so excited for you and this journey, and I'll see you in the next one.